Hey guys, Johneric here. Just want to do another quick video. I'm going to start doing videos on a more regular basis. I'm getting a lot of people send me emails and requests for more videos on particular subjects and topics. I'll be making a video tomorrow about taxes. I'm not a tax expert. I'm not an accountant or anything like that, but I do get a lot of questions about taxes. So I'll share with you what I do know about it, and then obviously I recommend you consult a tax professional. But this video is about tips for the newbie. So if you're brand new to this, if you're just coming across this kind of information, even if you're a seasoned investor, I think you'll get some value out of what I'm going to share with you here in the next couple of minutes. So I just made up a little list that's really important. These are things that I do personally before I put one penny of my money, my hard-earned money, might I say, into any kind of investment at all. Number one, if it's an online investment, I highly recommend you read the entire website and the entire terms and conditions. And it's so funny how many people are willing to come out of pocket with $10, $20, $50, $100,000 and not even really know what it is that they're investing in. That's really, really important. And here's some things to look for when you're reading. Can you really live with the terms and conditions of whatever the website is saying? And more importantly, check it for context. Is the punctuation proper? Is the grammar proper? Is the wording in context? Are the words misspelled? Things like that, to me, are red flags for, maybe this is just some guy in his garage who put together a really nice looking site but didn't pay, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $20,000 to an editor to really make sure, to go through it, make sure it was professional. So that's tip number one. And number two, have a plan for getting in and have a plan for getting out. A lot of people contact me on a daily basis and they're like, hey man, I've been in all these internet deals and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and I've lost money in all these deals. And I say, well, what was your plan in getting in, and what was your plan to get out? Most people don't have an answer for that. So I will be doing another video talking about exit strategies. So I'm not going to go detailed into that, but you need to have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, you just will plan on failing. So that's why most people have the story of, I got involved in this, that, and the other, and, they took my money or whatever it was. Well, what was your strategy? Who did you consult? Number three, it's really critical that you are diversified. And here's what I mean by that. I don't have all my money in GoldNuggetInvest or Infinitiva or GeniusFunds. Thank God. And I'll do another video about Cash Tanker. A lot of you guys took a bath on Cash Tanker. Notice I never promoted that program. I was in it with a little bit of money, but notice that I never promoted it because I never believed in it, and you're going to find out why when I get through these tips. But it's important that you've got your money spread out. So what I do is I take a percentage of my income. I'm not going to take my actual percentages, but let's just pretend it's 50%. And then I take that 50%, let's say that represents $10,000 a month. I take that $10,000 a month, I got a mosquito coming to get me. I take that $10,000 a month and I split it into packets. So I might take $2,000 of it and invest it into Gold Nugget this month. I might take another $1,500 and put it in GeniusFunds. I might take another $500 and put it over here and over here and over here. So I don't keep all my money in any one place. I've done that before and I got burned in a big way. So it's really important that you're diversified. And I'm happy to talk to any of you about the details about why I've chosen the programs I have. In fact, I'll make more videos about that. But you're welcome to contact me. Take advice only from people who have already successfully done what it is you're setting out to do. I'm going to say that again. Only take advice from people who have already successfully done what you're setting out to do. Now, that's not just relevant for investing. That's relevant in life, period. I don't care what you do. Don't take advice from people who are not successful at what it is you're asking about. Because if they're not, it's just like this. If you got a friend that's been divorced 5, 6, 7, 8 times, don't go seek relationship advice from that person. I promise you, that's not the person who can support you in your highest possibility. Don't fall into the hype trap. What is the hype trap? Here's the hype trap. Here's a actual phone call I got a few months ago. Dude, have you heard of Cash Tanker yet? This thing's crazy, man. They're paying 3% a day. And I said, well, what do they do? And he's like, well, they pay 3% a day. I said, no. How do they get 3% a day? He's like, well, I don't know, man, but they're paying 3% a day. You got to get in now. You're going to be rich. And notice that to earn a higher percentage, you got to put in a lot more money. So don't fall into that, because the people who fall for that don't read the websites. They're not taking advice from somebody who's been successful. They're probably not diversified. And I can bet you they're not following these other tips, which we're going to go over here in a minute. Don't fall for the sales pitch. That kind of falls into the same category as the hype trap. What is the sales pitch? Well, there's 100 of them, and most of them you'll see tons of videos on, right, probably mixed in with my channel and whatnot. You got to get in and you're going to be a millionaire and blah 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 blah. Well, I should call the sales pitch the same as the hype trap. But the bottom line is this: look, take your time, be smart, don't throw your money away, don't take advice from people who don't know what they're talking about based on results. And I'm not bagging on anybody on YouTube. I'm just going to tell you this point blank. I see, and I'm not pointing anybody out specifically, but I see so many people promoting with hype, and you're going to get rich and blah, 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 because they're saying the things to people that they think will get them to make an emotional decision right now. A lot of people don't even realize they're doing this. They got caught up in the business the same way, so they're promoting it the same way it got promoted to them. But and here's the reason that's a problem. So you might be able to get in and get out, make a little bit of money and something, but the truth is, aren't we all really looking for stable wealth? Because there's no shortcut to success. There's no easy way to get rich. You've got to pay your dues. You've got to do the work. That's the bottom line. So, and don't think that these passive programs are going to be what retire you for the rest of your life, unless you want to keep chasing and re-enrolling and chasing and re-enrolling and chasing and re-enrolling. I look at this as just a little part of what I do. I invest in a lot of silver as well. We'll go over silver in another video. No get-rich-quick thinking. Or let me back up. Where does the money really come from? Now here's the reason, the main reason I didn't, well, there's two main reasons I didn't join Cash Tanker and go in for a big amount of money. Number one, there was no explanation of where the money came from. It seemed very vague. The website was as cheesy as I've ever seen. Now I'm not saying somebody's got to go out and spend $1 million to build a website, because you know what, any scam artist can go build a nice website and get lots of people's money. But the website just never resonated with me. It didn't feel right, and there was no explanation ever on where the money came from that we were allegedly going to be earning. That's really why I never went big with Cash Tanker. I'm glad I didn't, because as you guys can see, they haven't been online for I think a week or two now, and that's a sure sign that everybody's money's gone. Bye-bye. Get rid of your get-rich thinking mentality, because that's the best way I've found to lose everything. So if you think you're going to get rich quick, you might, but you will get poor just as quick. And how do I know? Been there, done that. I wasn't thinking like, well, yeah, I'm going to get rich quick. I didn't think I was thinking that way, but looking back in hindsight, absolutely I was thinking that way. And, it cost me a lot of money. So that's a good tip for you. And here's the most important one. Where are you getting the money you're going to invest? And how do you decide what percentage can go towards an investment or not? Do you have a job? Are you a real estate broker? Are you a business owner? Where is your money coming from? That's really important, and here's why. If you're trading your time for money, and let's say you're making $5,000 a month and it costs you $4,900 a month to live, guess what? And that's probably most people's case. Most people are having $5,000 a month coming in, but it costs them $5,500 a month to live, which is why our country's in this horrible credit card debt and all this craziness going on. But think about this for a second. If you don't increase your income, really, where are you going to get money to invest? Now, I know that those of you who follow Robert Kiyosaki and things like that, I talk about, and Jim Rohn and a lot of great leaders talk about invest first, pay your bills later, and I agree with that. However, it's pretty hard to do that if you're behind the eight ball, if you're negative $1,000 or $2,000 a month just to survive. How are you going to increase your income so that you can invest? Well, I do have some ideas on that. Obviously, I don't have time to go into that video right now, but anybody who wants to call me and talk to me about that specifically, you're welcome to pick up the phone or call me. I'm in Hawaii, so just keep in mind I'm 2 hours earlier than Pacific Standard Time. I got a call this morning at 5 a.m. from somebody in Florida. Didn't realize it was in Hawaii, but no big deal. Anyway, so hopefully this was some valuable information for you. I will be following up more videos to go over more details about these specific things, because this was just a general kind of outline for the newbie, and some things to consider before you throw your hard-earned money into something that you think is going to pay you forever. So please do me a favor and rate the videos. I think it's down here, it might be over here, wherever it's at. Please rate my videos. You're more than welcome to leave comments, and take care, God bless, and feel free to give me a call. I'll put my number in the wherever it is. See ya.